What's up, you guys, and welcome to Wine Jets. Just enjoy the stuff. My name is Max, aka Max Merlot. You like that?
Yeah, that's
something
nice.
new. This is my friend Josh. Josh,
Hello.
great to have you on the show.
Yeah,
Josh
that's good.
Porter, for everyone who didn't know, Fife High School, class of 2009.
Oh yeah.
And today we're trying an expensive Sheffield Cellars Tawny Port from California. It was actually $6 at Safeway. So Josh has been into ports or expressed his interest in ports in the past, but this might be a little bit something different for him, so we're going to pour it up, see what's going on here. And dark color. It's pretty light. I mean, it's not, so you get some super dark wines.
It's actually not as dark as some of the ports I've had.
Like, they look almost thick sometimes.
Yeah. It doesn't look quite that thick. It's a little bit more translucent when you look sort of through the side of the glass.
But it still gets the alcohol. So what I learned is that the alcohol directly relates to the legs.
Oh yeah.
And so I was telling you
Higher
that,
alcohol content,
Yeah.
higher legs. Yeah.
Some people think it's like, oh, it's how well the wine is made, but it's not. It's how much alcohol the wine has. It's going to have better legs, and this one does when it drips down the side of the glass like that. Give them a close up here. A little legs action if you notice that at all. And yeah, let's give it a little sniffer. See what's up on the sniffer. So you smell it and you go first, and then I'll go second.
All right. So the first thing I noticed about this, it's a port, so obviously it has the really high alcohol content, and
18%.
Yeah, and the alcohol is what hits me. It's so strong. It reminds me when it hits the back of my throat, and you get that sort of flavor aroma trapped back there.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like the aerosol hairsprays, like hair coloring. I used to use them in high school all the time. So like
for what was it?
Jostins,
Oh,
Jostins and Cabbage Patch and all of that stuff. Yeah. So like I remember getting that in my mouth a couple of times, and that's what this is like.
It tastes like that too. And we were laughing before this episode because I get something different. I get that too. The alcohol is totally evident. It smells like you're gonna take a shot of vodka almost, which is a little bit weird. It's not very integrated, just off the nose, I can tell. And I'm getting like this interesting cookie dough kind of thing, like the kind you get from the fundraisers, like the Mary Kay or whatever it was called. Once he did it back in school, not Mary Kay, that's makeup, but you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, so let's see what's going on in the palate. You don't have to spit, but I spit because I gotta drive.
Well, whatever.
That has about 100,000 spits in it. I like that. There's a kind of like a figgy, raisiny component.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is nice. And that those chocolates with the cherry and the Kahlua inside or the cherry inside or something like that.
Yeah.
I like that kind of chocolatey raisin thing going on too.
It's definitely the alcohol didn't hit me as hard as I thought it would. Yeah. Given the smell, it's got it definitely has that sweet sort of raisiny aspect that a lot of ports, a lot of tawnies have.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't like raisins at all.
You don't like raisins?
I like tawny ports.
And the funny thing is, I think I could actually right now maybe enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, $6 is gonna be not that great, but and it isn't fantastic, but I think it's okay. But it's, at the same time, the amount of ports I've tried in my life is probably under 30, I would say.
Oh yeah.
So I haven't tasted that many ports, to be honest. But it's something interesting, something new to try. And for $6, I do recommend this.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a port and you're at Safeway and you just picked up your bread, your cheese, and your milk, grab some Sheffield and have a nice night. 18% alcohol can make you feel fuzzy. So, you got anything else to add?
I mean, for $6, I think this is actually great. This is
a steal.
Yeah, this is a lot less harsh than some of the other ports I've had, and I know from experience what drinking a bottle of port in the night can do to you, and it can be
it can be a lot of water the next day.
Yeah. So yeah, you get a lot of bang for your buck with this one. I'm actually fairly impressed with it. I was expecting just something that was harsh and nail polish remover when you tasted it, but it's not
the
bad.
Tawny port from Sheffield Cellars isn't so bad. And so I do today's question. Do you have any burning questions that you want to ask anybody? Like it could be about not wine, just anything in general. And like.
Oh man, why don't you do a question and I'll think about it?
I'll do a question. You'll think about it.
Yeah.
Today's question is: when was the last time you had a port? When was the last time you had a port, or have you ever had a port? And tell me about it. Be specific. Go on Facebook, leave a little comment, or go to winejets.com, leave a comment, or go to youtube.com/Max Merlot and leave a comment. winejets.com. Just enjoy this stuff. Porter, again, it was great to have you on the show.
Thanks so much.
And thanks for watching.